picked up.
Yeah, I heard it.
There it is. That's the story of my life right there. AJ Styles on his two shoulders. Just talking shit, which was the greatest response.
You know what the funny thing about that?
This picture makes it look like he's talking to Alexa.
The funny thing about that picture, and I feel like this is always the pre-show before the main show, is he actually resembles Scrappy Doo at this point. Let me at him! Let me at him! Let me at him!
Let me at him!
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey, hey, hey! Oh,
check out the Marcus and Manny show. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. Woo! Oh, wow. We don't have to look at them anymore. I forgot about that.
Well, we can if you want. We can if you want.
No! You scared me. Oh, I thought I didn't have to look at them anymore, but you made me look at them. Oh, God, I'm sick.
Interestingly enough, apparently, so Peyton Royce is tired of Lacey Evans calling her Pay Pay. And I would be too.
Yes. Yeah, I would too. I mean, they're not a thing. Lele and Pay Pay are not a thing. It's only Billy KK. Hey. I don't know. I got nothing.
Welcome to the Untitled Marcus and Manny show, or Manny and Marcus show.
Wow, I got top billing.
You're the one that set it up like this.
What? The Marcus and Manny show? No, it's the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I did. Yep.
Yeah, you set up as Manny and Marcus show.
Well,
I'm of course Lord Manny. Hey, and I'm joined by
Marcus the Grand Finale. Welcome to my world. Welcome to our world of pure insanity and pure love for the wrestler known as Billy Kay. By the way, on a serious note, I read a story, and I'm assuming it's on the Lillian Garcia podcast, that our intro, that Shotzi Blackheart is a sexual assault victim. I didn't know that, and it sounds horrible. That just sounds horrible. Like, when I saw it, it just reminded me. Yeah, apparently she was raped in high school.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible. And then I thought about it when I saw it. I was like, that's terrible.
More reason to get behind Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah, that she's overcoming all this. Like, I was like, oh, that's horrible. Like, the intro just reminded me of that story that I saw that I didn't watch the podcast or Lillian Garcia's or listen to it or whatever, but that just reminded me of the headline I saw. And I was like,
can't really watch the Lillian Garcia podcast because Lillian Garcia is a bit too positive in that podcast.
Is she?
Yeah, and a bit too happy about it, and I just don't like it.
Wait, this is coming from somebody that listens to the New Day podcast.
Yeah, but the New Day podcast. No, but the New Day podcast is about friends, and then friends that also have go at each other. Whereas Lillian Garcia, you can spot the fakeness a mile away.
Oh, she's like, no, you're gonna get through this. You're great.
It's like
everybody's great.
It's like the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Like, you see how fake Jimmy Fallon is and his fake laugh.
Yeah, but that's all talk shows. You gotta be fake. They pre-screen all their questions. You gotta
Not on this show. Not on this show.
That's why I'm afraid if we ever got a guest, it'll be the last guest.
Well, Marcus, you clipped something which I may never get a job after this.
Oh, what did I clip?
The Asian stuff from NXT.
And, oh, that's okay.
And then the Asians on drugs. I may never get another job. that video may haunt me for the rest of my life.
Manny, I believe you can get away with it though. You're part Asian. It's me that's in danger. I put myself in danger. So we will be okay. We can pull the video down if it ever comes out. We can delete it right away. I have an apology already written for you. You can read it on the air and be like, oh, whatever they say. Just read somebody else's apology and then change the words a little.
Speaking of, Marcus, before we get into Monday Night Raw, we did something that hasn't been done in a while.
What's that?
A weekend show nearly getting 200 views.
What?
What's up with that?
Wow, man, we're really pulling through this. And I think next week, 400 views. I'm telling you, man, ratings go up when we don't have Nia Jax on TV, a.k.a. Eric. Eric Jax.
And before we get into Raw, there's one man in the chat, and we know what we both got to do. Pop!
Woo, El Luchador, the current heavyweight, intercontinental, television, TNT, cruiserweight champion of the DSPN. I mean, he has all the belts. And it's only one, but he has them all.
No, there's 2 belts in our universe. The one also held by Wes. Chris, I don't know where you keep getting this narrative. Manny, you are a self-made millionaire. You don't need another job. I don't know where this narrative has come that I'm rich.
You're rich, man. It's the accent. It's the English accent. You sound like
Marcus,
you're from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
If we were rich, we wouldn't be asking people to buy our merch. We wouldn't be asking people.
If we were rich, we would still be asking people to buy our merch. Because you know what the rich do? The rich stay rich. That's how you get rich. Okay? Like, I could be a millionaire and I still know I'm going to just still be trying to make money. It don't stop. Like, in the scene in Breaking Bad, when they're in the storage room and Walt's wife asks him, hey, Walt, how much more money you going to make? How much we need? We have a storage room full of money that we have no idea what to do with. And he has no answers because all you want to do is make more money at the end of the day. You can't stop.
So Chris said your secret's safe with me. If it
is
is any
like Batman.
If it is, it's obviously something awful. It's like sweatshops in China.
Ooh.
No.
Horrible.
I don't do that.
Let's leave the Asian demographic alone. Yeah, let's not attack sweatshops in China. We probably offended them last week with the Xia Li segments and much more. But with that being said, do you think anybody's ever approached Batman and was like, "You're rich, man. Don't fuck with me." Like they don't know he's Bruce Wayne at all. But look at you, look at that car. You're fucking.
I'm sure the Joker knew.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like an average common villain, let's say Joe Blow, who just, is just out there pimping, and Batman comes out there and trying to mess with him, and he's like, "Yo, Batman, you fucking rich, man. Let me go make my money, homie." And then Batman's like, "Shut up!" And it's like, I think that would be the ultimate insult to Batman, calling him rich. Like, you have 1%. Look at that car. Who has that car that's not rich?
I will stop if you give me some money.
Yeah, I stop dealing drugs if you give me some money. Put the money in the communities, Bruce.
El Luchador said sweatshops make the merch, right? Yeah.
Without that poor labor feel to the merchandise, it doesn't feel like real merchandise.
The Manny on the untitled Manny and Marcus shirts is made by tears of some small child.
Yeah. And some skin. Like, get it right, or I'll cut your ear, boy. I'll put it in a t-shirt.
Oh, this has started awful. Marcus, don't clip this. Don't clip this because it will ruin me.
I'm not. I'm in the business of ruining lives, but not yours, Manny. Because if I ruin your life, I go down with the ship, and I don't want to be out there on the show apologizing for you for the rest of my podcasting, YouTubing career. And vice versa. I know you don't want to come on to a show and be like, "I apologize for what Marcus said. We've been definitely suspended him," which leads to me resigning, which is basically me getting fired and saying stupid shit.
Fired from a job we both don't get paid for.
Nope. But maybe soon, if you buy our merchandise. We're going to talk about Raw eventually, guys. Whew, we started off hot, though.
Yeah, we will talk about Raw now. So, Raw kicked off with a moment of bliss with our guest, Randy Orton. And there's certain moments where you just kind of love the kind of mood Alexa Bliss is currently in, where she hits with the, wow, somebody's in a foul mood.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I knew Randy wasn't in a good mood right off the bat. Right off the bat. His outfit, first I thought he was coming out in the bathrobe, only to realize he came out in a hoodie and basketball shorts, which I think is the first time for Randy Orton to come out in a full hoodie and basketball shorts. Normally it's his cutaway hoodie, which is sleeveless to show his tattoos, and his normal drawers that he
No, he wore that. Do you remember that time when Drew gave him the Claymore like 5 times? And then he was walking out and looking like he shit himself.
Yeah, that's right.
He wore that. But I don't understand because Randy was not booked for anything other than this segment on this evening. And he still had his wrestling boots and knee pads on.
You need to always be ready. Always be ready. You never know, because at any given moment, Teddy Lowe's can put you in a tag match or against The Undertaker. And Randy's been around long enough to know that can happen at any given moment. Scrap Daddy Adam Pearce may come at him and be like, you know what, Randy? You may think we're going to do a moment of bliss tonight, but tonight we're doing a mixed tag match player. It's The Fiend and Alexa Bliss versus you and Nikki Cross. And I can see Randy Orton going, I quit. Like, give me Nikki Cross. She's useless.
So, I felt like Alexa Bliss was great in this. She was like, I cannot believe he did that to you. But have you ever asked yourself why he did that to you? I would just ask myself, why would the Fiend do that to me? And anytime this happens, when someone asks themselves anything, it immediately gets a laugh out of me for some reason, because I think it's so stupid and funny at the same time.
Yes. I have to ask myself something. So, what are you doing right there? Because you really are looking deep in there and separating yourself from yourself. It's really deep. Right now, I believe Alexa Bliss might be the best acting performer on the roster next to Roman Reigns right now. Like, there are 2 people who are completely dialed into their character. I mean, Bray is probably in there too, but
no, I don't think Bray
needs.
I don't think Bray fits in that category because we always knew Bray could do that because Bray's been doing that for months. Whereas, I did not know Alexa Bliss could pull this off.
That's true. Yeah, she's really playing it up. Like, she's literally playing herself, but just over the edge.
Yeah.
Just gone. And you see she's gone. She's not comprehending what they're saying. So what was your interpretation of this story? Is Alexa the weakness to the Fiend, or is she controlling him? What were we supposed to feel when she jumped up into Randy Orton's door? Or did he grab her?
I feel like he grabbed her. And yeah, I 100% think he grabbed her. But then it was like he was going, the Fiend and I have a lot in common. The one main difference is he wears all his pain and suffering on his exterior for everyone to see, while he keeps his bowled up and suppressed.
Which is not healthy. It's not healthy, Randy.
100%. 100% not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy. When I was saying that, I was like, you need to go let that out. Otherwise, you're going to end up taking it out on somebody you really love, and it's going to come out in the worst possible way. Don't bottle it up.
He said he hears voices and the Fiend hears voices. But the voices that the Fiend hears is his. And then Randy had to work out what the weakness was, and then he burnt it to the ground for Bray Wyatt. But now he needs to find the weakness and vulnerability of the Fiend, and he thinks it's Bliss. And then this is where Bliss questions Randy about the voices, and she thinks the voices are lying to him. And she said, who's manipulating who? Before she stepped up to him. And there was a nice meme years ago about, I'm going to tell my kids.
Yeah. Well,
Marcus,
yeah.
I'm going to tell my kids this is Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Wow, he body slammed him. She body slammed him. Wow. Well played, Manny. Well played. But yeah, and so.
Do you know the annoying part? Before you continue, do you know the part that I prepared that joke about 4 hours ago?
It doesn't matter. As long as it worked. The joke works more if you don't tell people you prepared it. It was a natural joke. You're not Jimmy Fallon, all right? You're not Jay Leno. We want you out there to feel natural. Well, anyway, so Andre the Giant and Randy Orton staring each other down, right? What is the plan? What is the plan for Randy? If you were Randy Orton, what is your plan? Is it to A, punt kick Alexa Bliss, 2, RKO Alexa Bliss, or 3, have another woman attack Alexa Bliss on your behalf?
So there's one option that can't happen. I don't think they will allow him to punt kick Alexa Bliss on TV. Even if it was implied like they did with Ric Flair when they turned off the lights.
Well, Braun got to throw her.
Yeah, he threw her. Did she land on someone?
No, well, the lights cut off and she was in Bray Wyatt's hands. Or she disappeared or some shit. I forgot.
See, I think if anything we're gonna get an RKO. Because there's no other woman that's willing to help out Randy Orton.
But how could he RKO someone so small? I just can't imagine him going that low to RKOing her.
Maybe when she sits on the top rope on the turnbuckle, he'll get her.
Maybe.
But you also got to realize Randy Orton is the most agile man in wrestling.
Yeah, it's true. He is a natural athlete and can do anything. If he goes to that ground and slither and hop up, maybe, just maybe, Alexa's getting the RKO. But I don't see Alexa getting the RKO. Randy's already hit one woman this year. I don't see it beyond him to do a punt kick of Alexa Bliss. Or attempt. At least attempt it.
The fact that you want a punt kick is even worse.
I want him to be a monster. Randy Orton he's already burnt down a man's house. He's already hit women. He's already beat up. I think he technically sexually harassed / raped Stephanie while her husband was handcuffed to the rope. I mean, it's not beyond his character to attack a woman. I'm just saying. I think he RKO Stacy Keibler years back. I mean, the man doesn't give any fucks about.
No, Stacey Keibler was also his girlfriend at the time, which made that even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Storyline girlfriend, I believe.
It don't matter. It's Randy Orton. So I'm going with option B. He's going to have to use somebody, and I hope it's not Nikki Cross. Or C.
Ooh, maybe. I didn't think anyone would help him, but Nikki Cross would.
I mean, that would be the worst.
That would be the worst.
Odd relationship.
That would be an odd way to force Nikki Cross further into this story.
Yeah, I know. I see no reason why that you'd be like, oh, I guess I got to use her. I would really hope there would be somebody else. Because, like, I do not see Nikki Cross and Randy Orton ever interacting. Ever. In life, period. Just him looking at her going like, I have no reason to talk to her. Like, she's Scottish. She's probably with Drew. Like, he needs somebody else. He needs probably a Raquel Gonzalez or a Ripley or someone, one of the AKA bad bitches from NXT.
So this leads into the Symphony of Destruction match. Jeff Hardy versus Elias. This match was awful, man.
Okay, see, I thought it was terrible, but the weapons of choice, the weapons in the match had me intrigued on everything. I needed to see somebody go through that piano. That's all I wanted, and I didn't need that. I wanted the gong to be done correctly. Yeah, the knee to the gong missed and failed and then gong. They need to add the sound effects. I mean, they're in this studio. There are no live fans. And people are going to be like, oh, they added the sound effect. I don't care. Give me a real gong sound effect when you run into the gong. It's outrageous.
And then obviously, R-Truth was hiding in the piano, believing.
Which I was upset about. I really wanted Jeff Hardy to jump through the piano. That's the only spot I wanted.
Well, the other thing was there was a drum kit on the top of the stage of Raw, which didn't get used. And then, so Elias essentially electrocutes himself, which is ridiculous.
No, that was the part that got my interest, because I was like, oh God, he may be dead. And are they going to give him the gold dust gimmick? And he's trying to sing, but he sings and it goes, He's trying to sing. That would make me laugh.
And then Jeff Hardy doing a swanton bomb and landing, his legs connecting, but his head hitting the steel steps.
Yeah. Why? Manny, I seen no reason why to do this spot in that corner with those stairs there. I feel like there was a spot they forgot in which they were going to remove those stairs and then do the spot or something, because it looked like a bad idea when he was up there, to the point where I was with Ryan and I was like, I think Jeff Hardy's about to kill himself because he doesn't have enough room to do a swanton. He must be doing a leg drop. Then when he did the swanton, it's just, oh, cut the black. That's what I would do. Cut the black. He might be dead.
It was a really, really bad spot, and it was really unnecessary. Like, they could have thought that out better.
It's Jeff.
Yeah, I know,
Jeff,
but like you could have put the table on the other side of the ring.
Jeff.
You could have put the table on the other side of the ring where there isn't steel steps.
Yes. Like, or, you know, again, him jumping through the table for the end still isn't impressive to me, and them jumping through a piano. I wanted the piano to be pushed close to the ringside, and they told the story that there is a piano out there that R-Truth jumped out of. If we could just have Elias on top of the piano and Jeff jumps on Elias through the piano and you get the giant piano, dong, for it, and then you get a 1, 2, 3 Hardy Boy music play in the match, I am satisfied with all the garbage I had to look out before. But because I didn't get a piano spot, and because Jeff almost killed himself, this match was no good for me. I enjoyed the execution though.
So,
by the way, before we go further, when I saw R-Truth come out the piano and this electrocution, and it compared Elias to Marv from Home Alone, my brain ran amok, and I want a 24/7 title match known as the Home Alone match, in which all the people who are chasing after R-Truth, whether it's Lindsay Dorado or one of the Viking Raiders, Eric, and I want them to try to get the 24/7 title that is located in a Home Alone style house that R-Truth is in. And he has a bunch of gadgets and toys laying around, and he's throwing paint cans at people. I would be all for a Home Alone parody.
well, that would 100% be one of those, what are they called? Cinematic matches that I would love to see.
Yes, Home Alone with R-Truth, when he's just trying to hide. Like, if he just would go missing until like the holiday episode of Monday Night Raw, and it was like, we finally located R-Truth. He has been held up in this hole by himself for days on end, hiding with the 24/7 title, and Drew Gulak and Eric and the Viking Raiders are all trying to break into that house. I'm just saying that would be the greatest wrestling moment of all time.
So we move into Keith Lee and Matt Riddle in the back. Riddle clearly excited about his opportunity to challenge for a potential WWE title shot against Drew McIntyre. But Keith Lee didn't want to have none of it.
No.
In fact, Marcus,
yes.
I'm sure you saw it happening. Brrr!
Moving on in. He's a hippo in a crate.
He strikes again.
Yep, it is official. He couldn't steal with Matt Riddle talking for 2 minutes, but we have to deal with this man to talk for 24/7. He tries to talk all the time in slow motion, and he couldn't put up with another man. What a hippo in a crate.
I told you.
He's a 2-time. What is he, like a 4-time winner of the Hippo in the Crate Award?
I've only seen him do this twice, but if
Him
Hall of
looking at
Fame,
his watch.
if Hall of Fames were happening, he'd be inducted so many times.
Yes, he's coming into the Hall of Fame in the crate. That's the only way he can do it.
So I'm gonna deal with the next 2 segments together. But
do you feel like that's how it is to hang out with Matt Riddle? It's that he's just saying all types of shit, and you just go like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I have no time for this shit.
yeah, but I feel like later in the night we just learn that MVP is a bad businessman.
All right, let's continue.
So Ricochet versus SLAPJACK. So this is another attempt.
Before we go further, Ricochet's outfits were fire this week. I enjoyed the Daredevil look. I'm just saying. All right. You can go.
Ricochet seems to be the most unwanted team member ever. The most wanted unwanted team member ever. So Mustafa Ali still still trying to recruit Mr. Ricochet. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Although Retribution do get a win, and Dana Brooke slaps the shit out of Mustafa Ali.
Yep, in public. That's what he was upset about. You let a woman slap me in public. Fuck.
Unnecessary, which leads into a match later in the night with Dana defeating Reckoning or Mia Yim because her mask fell off. Which I believe is a definite punishment for Mia Yim, who was very vocal about the additional money being made by Twitch and Cameo.
See, I don't look that deep into it. I don't feel like it's a punishment. I think the punishment is already that she's a member of Retribution. Like it's no like Mia Yim by herself, just being Mia Yim would have been okay. But her at Retribution has meant nothing. She is the fourth wheel, shows up here and there. Like, I don't think this had anything to do with the Twitch comments. I think it did. The loss to Dana Brooke is like, whatever. I'm sure she's going to get her win back.
And then, so a Luchador said, your career is fucked if you're losing to Dana Brooke. Yeah.
Well, now is it worse than, since we were talking about Ricochet, losing to Dana Brooke or losing to Riddick Moss? What is the worst loss?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a question. You weren't prepared for that one. Because Riddick Moss got some wins over Ricochet.
Yeah, but Ricochet's just as bad, to be honest. Like Ricochet's borderline jobber now.
Yeah, but you know what? He's in that jobber status of any moment they can go, all right, we're gonna actually do something with Ricochet. Like, I feel like he's on the cusp of always being on the verge of
we all know what Dana Brooke is. We all know. I feel like Dana Brooke is probably losing to Dana Brooke is probably worse.
Okay. Damn, that's the low point of anybody's career there. I'm sure it is. I'm sure if you go through the Fightology of Mia Yim, I don't know how to do it other than Filmology or whatever, but Fightology of Mia Yim is probably the biggest loss of her career.
So we get on to the Miz TV segment with Sheamus, where the Miz is trying to cut a deal with Sheamus to throw away years of friendship so he can cash in the money in the bank. And then when Sheamus laughs and refuses, Miz asks, when was the last time Sheamus tasted a WWE Championship?
Ooh.
5 years ago for 2 months. Which I believe is a bit hypocritical for a man that hasn't been near the top prize for 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, not since the Rock and John Cena had their beef. Not since Alex Riley had a job and was wearing a Letterman's jacket has The Miz been in a main event. Although, for main event wise, they had the 2 best main event intros to WrestleMania of all time. With the DMX and Nas intro that they both had.
So, real question is, can Marcus beat Riddick Moss in a fight?
No, I think I'll lose. Riddick Moss is in fantastic shape. He's twice my size, I think. And I think he will whoop my ass.
So is he one of the few, if you stepped into an AEW locker room and he was in it, you'd be afraid?
Well, Riddick Moss is not in the AEW locker room.
But what if he was?
If he was, I would go, I back away. I would not fight him. Check out previous content when I fight the entire AEW roster and I get through 30 of them. I get through 30. I didn't make a count, but I know I got through 30 of them motherfuckers. I still can. Even with Top Flight adding there, just adding more people I can pound on. But Riddick Moss would take over the locker room. If locker room was a prison and they incarcerated a Riddick Moss in the AEW prison system, he would be top dog in that prison system. No one's fucking with that.
So a Luchador says we need another episode of Marcus versus. I would second that, but the only way we're gonna do that, I want for every challenge there is, Marcus has to go with his strategy.
I will. And you know what? Maybe I'll do Marcus fights the NXT locker room. Maybe I'll fight the NXT locker room because I think I can get some people in there.
No, I don't think you could.
I think I think I can get Leon Ruff. Happy, to celebrate his engagement. Our favorite wrestler of NXT. Enjoy your engagement to the referee. I really wish that comes into play in their triple threat match. I hope that comes in the storyline that she's refereeing the match, and all of a sudden there's a fast count, and he gets that victory, and I would die laughing on his only pinfall of the match.
Although the one thing no one seems to be commenting on is The Miz and his cum-stained suit.
All right, so this whole one, you want to talk about The Miz? I want to talk about Sheamus' attire just a little bit, in which that he's been wearing since the brawl with Jeff Hardy in the bar. Oh, I like the outfit, and I don't do drugs, but if I were to buy drugs, I would want to buy it off someone like Sheamus. He just looks like he's dealing drugs, but he looks like he's going to get away with it for a lifetime.
He also looks like a guy that knows a guy that can open up a shipping container full of drugs.
Yes! It's like, come on. He looks like someone Batman has to run into. And he puts his hands on. It's like, tell me where everything is. And he's like, all right, fella, I'll tell you everything. And it's like, you don't have to kill me. He never goes to jail. He just knows everything. The Miz, on the other hand, looks like somebody that's going to jail. He looks like the Riddler covered in cum stains.
100%. And in that picture, Morrison does look like his lawyer.
Yes. Everything about this looked like if I was to step into if this was Gotham City, that's what this looked like. That's all that was going to my mind. We have walked into Gotham City in this segment because none of these people would ever walk down the street in this outfit. I'm including John Morrison. I couldn't imagine him walking down the street in a suit. I imagine him in t-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops. Just living life. Him and Matt Riddle would dress the exact same outside of WWE. I didn't believe any of these outfits. Outrageous.
So we get a Lana and Asuka versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, where
Can I pause something for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we go into that, they need to do a title switch, or if The Miz is going to be the face of USA, he needs to go after the United States title. He claimed on this segment that he is the face of the USA Network. He needs to be trying to go after Bobby Lashley and the United States title. Swerve if he cash in on Bobby Lashley. I would prefer that than him going after the heavyweight title.
To be honest, I just want him to feud with the Fiend again, so that we get the Fiend tormenting his child again one more time. One more time. Let's see Moreau Sky acting one more time. I don't even know if it was Moreau Sky. I think it was the other one. I don't even know. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of his children named like a stripper, so there you go. Coming to the stage, Monroe Sky.
I'm going to give her something above that. She's an OnlyFans model. If that's a thing. She has her OnlyFans. That's it. Anyway.
So we do have Lana and Asuka versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. This match, again, just here, but you can see the improvements with Lana.
Yeah, Lana's improving. She is becoming a real wrestler, and I am enjoying this arc that she may pass her husband in success in wrestling. That she is the Shawn Michaels, and that Rusev is the Marty Jannetty. And I like the contrast of where they are at.
The real question here is, Marcus, who's going to see gold first? And I think it's going to be Lana. I think Lana is going to be a tag team champion by the end of this year.
Considering we didn't even talk about the Rusev segment, Miro segment on AEW, in which they were starting their own gaming room or whatever, and then they were attacked by the best friends.
Marcus, do you know why we didn't talk about that?
It was shit.
Utter bullshit.
And then he goes into the camera, he's like, "Get out of my way!" And I'm like, "What is this? Give this man something."
So if you tuned into any of the clips of Sunday's show, which Marcus put together,
there were actually more clips that I didn't put out. I was just like, it's late.
You would see that we managed to get a AEW Dynamite review in 15 minutes. I think that's the shortest review we've ever done. On anything.
We did the Raw review in like 8 minutes. That's a clip I didn't release that clip. It was a Raw review in like 6 minutes. And I was just like, I get to say this is Raw. Because we talked about 2 matches and moved on. And I was like, this is some old shit. I don't think we need this.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. But then because we didn't do a show on the Thursday, I thought, let's cover AEW properly.
Yes.
Because someone will come up and say, oh, AEW bias. You know who you are. You know who you are if you were going to say that. You know who you are. Yeah. And you sound exactly like that.
Well, here's the thing I like about our channel is that I notice how many subscribers we have, and we always lose a subscriber whenever I release an AEW clip because they go and be like, they're just shitting on AEW. No one leaves a comment. Yeah, no one leaves a comment. No one leaves a comment. But I know those people who watch was like, oh, they really had to shit on that Taz and Cody segment. We didn't really shit on it. We just told the truth.
So, at the point before you uploaded that video, we had 120 subscribers somehow.
Yes.
And now we're back down to 118.
Yep. We're moving down. Every time that we do an AEW clip, or I've clipped AEW, we lose a subscriber. Because the AEW fans are just looking for positive AEW feedback. They don't ever go with the constructive criticism.
But what we need from you guys as our loyal watchers, that includes currently in the Lumber Chat, Chris and El Luchador. Those clips are the ones, if we could get you to post those places, help us out, help bring some more people to the cult.
Yes, the cult of sharpshooters. This is the Colt 45. I bet you there's something like that. Colt 45. But speaking of which, I know this has nothing to do with Raw or NXT or what we're talking about right now. But AEW and NXT did have their war last week, and NXT somehow got the victory,
winning by 2,000. That's nothing.
As I learned from Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
I'll tell you what, Marcus. There has been a rival to our show, the Untitled Manny Marcus show, the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast, and that was our battle against Chad. And I believe that motherfucker's dead.
Woo! Bang, 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 bang.
Because I haven't seen him ever. I haven't seen him in a good long time.
Well, I'll tell you this: the last time I saw Chad. Side note, everybody. I know he wants to get back to wrestling, but whatever. Fuck Chad. Last time Chad appeared in the mid-card mess, Manny, was when Chad posted, there's a lot of political stuff going on right now, and I don't believe this should be about that. It was when people were posting about whether, Biden lost and that, they were putting wrestling memes up and stuff. And that's when Chad disappeared. I'm assuming he was a loyal Trump supporter who was a little butthurt about the presidential results. And people posting shit about, Austin shaving Austin stunning him and all that. Like, he posted something and it stopped. So,
Chris said I legit don't know about this character which you speak of. Yeah, you would have to be part of this Facebook group when Jen and Maurice were on. They're the admins of that Facebook group.
Yeah. It's a character we bring up who on every single...
He's not even a character. Chad is actually his real name.
Yeah, he's a human being. He's a human being with a Facebook account, not a bot. He's a human being who every time the ratings come out, he has to post AEW is better, but always shuts the fuck up when NXT wins. You don't see him for weeks. And this week, NXT won by 2,000 viewers, which tells me one thing. AEW people have families. NXT fans don't. So, Xavier, we get I thought this was a really good match, to be honest. Xavier Woods versus Cedric Alexander, and it was a much needed win for Cedric.
and
Yes.
it pushes the narrative on. But I'm a little bit bored of Xavier Woods and Kofi now. Without
Yeah.
E, I don't think that the New Day is as relevant as it could be.
No, E is the heart. So, well, it is a 3-man group. It's like watching the NWA without Easy E. Something's missing. You can add other people in there, but Easy E was the NWA. So that's a very old reference. Most of our listeners will get because we're very old. But
well, we ain't that old.
well, we're not that old. I'm not saying we're ancient. We're not Ric Flair blading himself in a match against The Undertaker old. We are old, though. We're older. We're in the older demographic. With that being said, I thought they were okay. I thought Woods yelling, "Where are the other tag teams?"
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought that was genuinely funny.
Because there aren't. There legit aren't any other tag teams. There are only these two. And the MVP corrected them on their numbers. No, we won by DQ, so we are 2-2. And I don't think the math added up for MVP. Long story short, there's already dissension in the Hurt Business with Cedric seems to be throwing shade at Shelton and then walking off alone. So is he out or is he starting his own Hurt Business?
No, I think he's realized. I think if they play it cool, they play the age. They play the age thing in there, where it's like you guys are old. You've accomplished essentially nothing.
Yeah. So I think him and Bobby can form their own Hurt Business. Bobby looks like the specimen. Or does he separate himself from Bobby? Does he throw Ricochet in there? Does he make the Retribution the new Hurt Business? Does he say, hey,
I don't even
take
know.
over this faction? Like,
I really don't know where they go with this, but they need to keep the fire under Cedric, because if you keep the fire on him, he's going to be good.
Yeah. Two people who couldn't talk this week that I thought delivered decent promos: Ricochet and his Twitter promo, and Cedric.
Yeah, how many takes do you think that took? How many takes do you think that took?
I don't want to even think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Because like realistically, if we're going about takes, it took me about 15 takes for some of those promo videos that we put out for the DSPN title championship. And believe me, I was reading a script.
Manny had a teleprompter and couldn't do it. It's that hard. Really hard work when you have no audience, man. You just go out there. Even though we have no audience, I can imagine there's an audience listening to me right now, and it amplifies me up. And Manny being here helps me with that audience, and probably vice versa. Just need somebody to bounce off of, or just see. I don't know.
No, it was that time when you needed to get your charger, and then I needed a vamp for about 5 seconds, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. I've suddenly lost the ability to talk.
Hey guys, it's me, Manny. Join me every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, what else happened?
So we get the must see from last week, triple threat match between AJ Styles, Keith Lee, and Matt Riddle, or Riddle as they like to call him now. Mm-hmm. I did really enjoy this. It wasn't the best. Like, we've had 2 weeks where Raw has had solid matches.
Yeah.
On there, at least 1 or 2 solid matches. This week, they kind of missed. I would have to say.
Yeah, but it was still entertaining.
It was still good. Like, I'm not shitting on the match because it was still a good match. It's just like you can say it was really good for Raw if you're going by like Raw has had a really bad year.
Yeah.
But like if you compare it to other stuff that goes on, like I'm sure there'll be a really good match on AEW. I'm sure there'll be a great match on NXT tomorrow, and like on SmackDown. So like this doesn't really compare. Like I thought, like for instance, the Matt Riddle Sheamus match last week was way better than this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That I would honestly consider Matt Riddle Sheamus one of my matches of the year. They ain't gonna win it, but they would be. It's something that I would probably be like, damn man, Matt Riddle Sheamus 2. Or Matt Riddle Sheamus what? We're epic in 2020. So I think it's just to come down and, this one couldn't live up to the expectations I had in my mind of what I want to do, especially when it wasn't the main event. And I also, I like that AJ won, but I feel like he's not the right person. I wanted either Keith Lee and Matt Riddle to win.
I think it might have been safe to go with Riddle. I don't think you put Keith Lee in that position just to lose. Like because you know they're going to keep Drew on this train for a bit longer. Unless you're definitely giving Keith Lee the title, I wouldn't put him in that position.
So, like, I feel like Matt Riddle would have worked perfect in the Sheamus connection. In which Matt Riddle fought Sheamus, and Sheamus is fighting Matt Riddle literally to the death and giving him his all. And if Drew would have made short work of him and just would have gloated some more about how, man, you know, you can go through this. Because Sheamus got his ass beaten at Miss TV. And Drew was kind of just like, hey, man, you got your ass beat.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't come help me. What the fuck?
But then they both said, and then Sheamus both said, if you were in the same situation, I would have done the same. So, are they really friends?
They are, but, you know, they like to watch each other get their ass kicked. I'm just waiting for the inevitable turn. Sheamus seems like he's the main opponent for Drew McIntyre. Probably at Rumble? Would that be the one?
Possibly. Because I know there was like people trying to say, oh, spoilers, it might be Daniel Bryan, Roman at the Royal Rumble, which seems highly likely anyway because of the connection where Jey Uso took him out.
Yeah, they keeps attacking him.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm down for that. Roman and Daniel have really good chemistry. Like, their matches together are probably some of Roman's best.
Yeah. And yeah, but like, I don't realistically think you want to put Keith in a position where he's just going to lose another match like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like they didn't let Keith take the pin, which is a slight positive again. But like, I'm tired. It's almost like you're tired. I'm tired of going to bat for Keith Lee.
Yeah, I feel like they're just beating around the bush. Oh, everything. Like, oh, we can't give him this win, so we got to have somebody else take a pin. Or he's going to lose, but it's going to be because of this. Or he's going to win, but because of this. I just need him to get some. He needs to go on a Keith Lee in action every week squash match there. Similar to what Ryback or Strowman or Goldberg or whoever did. Or even Nia Jax for that little bit. Just have him tear through people.
Yeah. So Chris asked, is it showing up? No, it is. Are you going to do a reward?
I'm awards.
Award show for the year.
We're not giving discounts to nobody.
Match of the year, worst feud, etc. Yeah, we are. If you want to participate in that, because we're basing ours on people's top fives, and then we're gonna rank them with our picks obviously ranking a little bit heavier than other people's picks. Yep.
Just send them in an email, your top 5 of everything. Don't care who you are.
But you could also send us a video of you doing your top 5s, and we can mismatch this all in together, and it'd be a good watch. Because this show is primarily all about you guys as well. Like
the people. It's about
we're bringing you in about because I know you guys want to hear our our top 5s and stuff like that, but we also want to hear yours. So send them in. If you want to do a video, just send me a message. I can set up the recording stuff for you because we'll do it similar to this.
My number 1, if it does happen, is R-Truth Home Alone for the 24/7 title. If that happens, that will be number 1 no matter what for me. That would go far. Just saying.
Really?
Yes, really.
No, I've already said cinematic matches do not count. They count on their own accord. They have their own category.
No. No. Or the Booker T Hated Award.
No, the worst wrestler award. The worst wrestler award is going to be the Booker T Award.
It has to go to a black woman, according to Booker T.
No, we will not have that.
I know.
But if we do, it will be going to Ember Moon.
Ember Moon is no. I wouldn't give it to Ember. I gotta really think about who I just was annoyed with the entire year.
No. If you're talking about worst black woman
of
the year, who are you giving it to?
Oh man, you know.
Because worst Asian, I'm probably going to give it to Xia Li.
Kyrie's ain't quit this shit yet. No, Xia Li can't get it because of this storyline. As long as this continues, Xia Li is my favorite wrestler of all time. If NXT happens tomorrow and there's no update on what's going on with them, I automatically give AEW the best wrestling show on Wednesday that week. Simple as that.
You know what the worst part is?
Yes.
Out of anything that happens on NXT, if that happens, we're going to spend at least 10 minutes on that.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
They're going to come out and you're going to be like, what's going on with this?
Oh, El Luchador is coming strong. Brandy Rose.
Oh! So strong that he didn't even spell her name right. But yes. It's Brandy with
actually, I because Brandy Rhodes has won matches this year. But
Cameron.
It could be Cameron, but Cameron only had that one-shot deal. I think it's coming straight out your mama's kitchen.
Oh, Red Velvet. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's not have this award, I think. We caught the Booker T award, but let's not just give it to a black woman by default. It could go to a black man, because he's criticized Keith Lee and Big E as well.
Well, has he criticized Keith Lee? What's he said about Keith Lee?
Was it Keith
But
Lee?
by the way, guys, Raw,
it may have just been
Raw
Big
was
E.
50-50. This is why we've gone off topic so much today.
Raw was just an okay show. As we used to say in the Sharpshooter universe, Raw was there.
Yeah.
It existed. I did like the use of almost this week of carrying AJ Styles out while he's talking trash. And also the spot with the triple threat match when AJ falls off the apron, almost catch him. He throws him back and AJ doesn't knee. I thought that was a smart use of almost. He didn't have to really do anything.
They did that last week as well, and I thought that was a really great spot.
Yeah, that is a really smart spot. It's really nice. And they're really incorporating him a lot more. And I feel like he's in the vein of the old D. Brian Kendrick with Ezekiel Jackson. They have that tandem going on. And by the way, that was the sharpest jacket of the night. It had to be custom made because he's that big. But Duke could dress. Duke could dress with that jacket.
So, yeah. So, MVP, just proof that MVP is a bad businessman. He started talking to Matt Riddle in the back. And I'm not being wrong. The partnership with Dunkin' Donuts. Bro nuts. Yes. You telling me that wouldn't make money?
That is a money product, bro. You get those bro nuts. There's cronuts already. There's donuts. Bro nuts seems to be fit right in there. Like, I don't understand what MVP's talking about, and he's a horrible businessman, and he'd rather put up another Roscoe's Chicken Waffles or invest in a Wingstop or something, or Bobby Lashley's future career when he's a 50-year-old man, instead of investing in the bro nuts. It is the money right there.
So, and then Bobby Lashley...
Going?
Bobby
I
Lashley
need the Shark Tank.
I told you, if I don't get the unbreakable table from Lana, that is a terrible segment. So Bobby Lashley
bring Nia Jax into it and try to go. He's like, see? Oh! I didn't go through the table.
Yeah, and so Bobby Lashley takes out Matt Riddle and continues to look menacing but useless at the same time.
Yes. I guess Matt Riddle's going after the United States title, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him being United States champion, even though earlier this show I said I want the Miz to be the USA champion if he's declared himself the face of USA.
So El Luchador says, Bro Nut sounds like a porno sex Luther made when he was in college.
It really does sound like a bad porno.
And then Chris says, why does Bobby Lashley still go to the barber? I don't believe he does.
Well, I can explain this. Being a bald man myself, who probably needs to shave his head, by the way, going to the barber is relaxing. It's nice. You're there for chit-chat. You know, you can talk about what's going on, talk shit about sports or whatnot. And when you're in there getting a shave or someone shaving your head or you're just being pampered, basically, it's man pampering. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I would go to the barber.
So we get to AJ saying he would help The Miz with Drew McIntyre. But when they ask why AJ would, It's AJ said it would be easier to beat The Miz than it would be Drew McIntyre, confirming one thing that everyone knows: Miz is and this is used a lot in England. Miz is a pussy-o.
Yes, he is, and this is real heel shit though.
Yeah.
I know I can whoop your ass. Drew McIntyre, I may have trouble whooping his ass, but you, I can whoop your ass for sure. I don't even need to cheat. I can whoop your ass. That's all he was telling him. Yeah. And I thought this was a nice way of AJ incorporating himself to the title picture, and it did actually create more intrigue to the main event because AJ's going to be involved, and then he's going to try to interfere.
Yep, and then Drew gave a typical babyface promo. But he did set sights further at Roman, and you just know down the line as Roman character continues to develop, it's going to be great.
Yes. Drew and Roman, for this time for real, I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe they make an undisputed title.
I think somehow it'd be Drew loses at the Royal Rumble. He wins the Royal Rumble again. And challenges Roman. I think that would be good.
The old Becky Lynch thing? When Becky got in because Lana got hurt or something? I think it was Lana.
Something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't want to see that again. I just wanted the undisputed title. I want there to be some... I like to see both of them into the Rumble. And then going like, you're in it? I'm in it. Oh, well, we just stared each other down. Doesn't matter who wins at this point.
And then this match was really just quick. Like, it was just their main event. AJ hits the phenomenal forearm on Drew, causing the DQ. And then telling Miz to cash in, while Miz being with his pussy-hole-like behavior, needing to realize it was his time to cash in. And then 100% is his fault for the poor cashing in to take too long. What dumbass.
Yes. Well, honestly, me being an egomaniac at the end, AJ Styles was cashing in that Money in the Bank. He was handing around the briefcase. He was opening it up. He was telling the referee, hey, he's cashing in his briefcase. If I'm the Miz, I'm going like, motherfucker, I'm cashing in my own briefcase. You don't just grab my shit and start doing it. That'd be like someone going into your house, Manny, grabbing money out your wallet and paying for the PlayStation 5 you wanted or whatever you're trying to buy. Like, no, I'm buying this with my money. You don't touch my money. That's what I felt like Miz went to.
And then obviously AJ is carried by Omos.
Let me at him. Let me get him. You're lucky he's carrying me right now. No grown man should be carried out like that. Not one. But I thought it was amazing. I thought that ending was amazing. That was one of my favorite endings to Raw ever, of AJ talking trash and Drew McIntyre looking at him talking. It was like, what are we doing here? It was very 80s cartoons. We'll meet again, Spider-Man kind of deal.
Also, this happened in the back before this match.
Yes.
And there's two things about this picture that makes me laugh. One, I don't think AJ feeds this man or pays him, because the way he's looking at that pie is looks of someone that hasn't eaten in a long time.
That was a good looking pie though. It was a good looking pie.
Also, find someone that looks at that pie like almost does. Find someone that looks at you like almost looks at that pie.
He looks at that pie like Paul Heyman's looking at Roman Reigns.
Not all the time. Roman Reigns Paul Heyman looks terrified sometimes.
Sometimes it's terrified. Also, we almost could look at that pie as well and be like, oh, I don't know if I should eat this. But that looked like a good pie. They did not communicate.
Chris, my Twitch page, I don't really use. I think it's Manny-728 or 8287 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't really use it. Plus,
use it one day.
Plus, you'd probably watch me just playing FIFA, and I don't think you'd want to watch that.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it for the entertainment, man. Watch anything. Just watch anything in this channel or Twitch or anything. Follow us all over the place. We need the money. Yeah.
If you can't send us money or buy our much, at least send our videos to people.
Yep.
Just
share it to the world.
Share it, spam it to all your contacts.
Cool. Join the Sharpshooters. We should have a contest of who can bring us the most subscribers. I don't even know how to calculate that.
What is that? That'd be like the Girl Scout cookies thing. Who can sell the most cookies? Who can get us the most subscribers?
Let's get subscribers. Because every week I'm going to release a clip and we're going to lose 2 subscribers. No matter what.
Chris said, well, I watch you two sit in a chair. That is true.
Yep, that's true.
But we bring entertainment to your life.
That's what the Twitch is for. That's what the Twitch is for. I'm just saying, send us subscribers, send us money, send us whatever you got. The holiday season's coming up, and we need the money. I'm out of work. I'm at my house. I have nowhere to go. I have to save every dime. If you guys don't buy merchandise, every dime matters. I can't feed Ryan. Okay, Ryan's not gonna be able to eat tonight because we have money merch.
I can't feed Ryan. The man that's still working and you can't feed him. You sound like a housewife right now.
Dude's broke. I don't know. He's always broke. I'm just saying. Always broke.
Because he keeps spending money on them bitches.
Them bitches. And hoes.
Well,
and hoes.
And hoes?
And hoes. And hoes.
Well, if you've got any ideas that you want us to do over the next few weeks while Marcus is trapped at home, let us know by emailing us at thesharpshooters@gmail.com. And obviously, while you're emailing, check out... Oh, why ain't it working? Check out storefrontier.com/DSPN. Be like El Luchador with a untitled Manny and Marcus shirt, which he got for $20.
Ooh, if you act now, you can get it for $20. If you 5 minutes after this show airs, act now, and you can get the shirt at a discounted rate of $20. If you got it on Cyber Monday, on Black Friday, that shirt will always be $20.
So a Luchador says the watch along, The Last Dragon.
Oh, that can happen now. Yep.
Basically, I still haven't watched. I could have watched that the moment we stopped. It's been living on my computer for days, for months.
Like, I'm going to lose access to watching that movie now. All of a sudden, it's going to be like, damn, I don't have Last Dragon. But, yeah, we can always do that. We're also doing, I think we're doing the Watch Along War Games Friday, right?
Yeah, we're doing War Games Friday. Do you want to do the War Game matches and then just watch them so we get maybe watch 2 War Games matches? So we watched the one that we were leading into with the Raw and Nitros, and then we watch another one.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Because that's like
I don't know how long each War Games in WCW lasted.
I think they're about half an hour, I presume.
I feel like they're about 40 minutes, something like that. So that'd be 2 40-minute matches. I'm down for it. But the watch-alongs always go into weird places. Like, oh, let's see what's going on here. And it's always one match too many.
But do you know what? I encourage the people that are going to join us. Again. I encourage people to join us and then make suggestions while we're there.
Yeah.
Like Chris's suggestion of I think was it Rey Mysterio and Psychosis?
Yeah.
That was a really good match.
Yep.
Sure, it was autocorrect, Chris. We never did my Charlotte match. And he wrote ew, and he said it was autocorrect, but it wasn't. We know your true feelings, Chris.
We know you love some Charlotte Flair. But how about Charlotte Flair coming back to save Randy Orton? I know he killed her dad, but Charlotte Flair kicking Alexa Bliss in the face, doing the punt, adopting the punt, and the name Legend Killer for no reason. That's the
Queen Killer.
Yeah, Queen Slayer. We already got that with Seth. But Charlotte can come back and help Randy, huh?
I don't see that happening. Do you?
Instead of Randy punting Alexa Bliss across the arena, we can have Charlotte helping him.
Or we could get a return of Ronda Rousey.
Oh! Yeah, we can do that too. We can go all sorts of ways. Just stop Randy from hitting another woman this year.
No, I kind of want this narrative to happen just as much as I want the realness of the Fiend going after Miz's kids again. I don't think wrestlers do that enough, you know. I really don't think wrestlers do that enough. Making it real.
Going after families?
You fuck with me, I'll get your family, son.
Well, I believe they're not trying to design all wrestlers to be horrible people and sociopaths.
Why not?
You beat me on last Monday? I got something for your ass. I'm at your house. It was like that time when Samoa Joe was going to show up at AJ Styles' house.
Didn't he do it? I believe he did it.
And he walked in and Wendy wasn't there, I guess.
Wendy.
God, that was fun. That was fun. He was going up to Wendy.
See, Samoa Joe did it right. No one else has done that since, other than the Fiend.
Showing up to people's houses. Well, Randy burned down a house in that same year. It's a bunch of sociopaths.
Yeah, but that house was seconds away from exploding itself.
Okay, so what feud, Manny, would you like to see someone go to somebody's house? What is the feud right now?
I honestly thought that it was before the bloodline thing was happening and Jay became a subordinate. I honestly thought it was leading that way. Roman was going to turn up at Jay's house, claim his wife.
Your wife is now my wife. Your kids now my kids. What the fuck? But I expect you to be a good father too, because I sure as hell ain't gonna be one. Just claiming on my taxes.
See, 100% it should be that.
Okay.
You telling me that wouldn't make good TV? Oh shit! Randy's at his house. Oh no!
Wait, who's Randy at? He's at Bray's house?
Yeah.
Well, he already did that. He burned it down.
Or we could have Randy bring his kids to punt the Miz kids' children in the face.
Wow, yeah. Wait, why is Randy kids punting Miz kids?
I'm realizing I really don't like the Miz.
Yeah, you just really felt the way. You just want to attack. These are little babies too. Randy got grown ass men as kids right now.
But that would be good.
Maybe somebody attack the Undertaker kids to bring him out of retirement. One last time. You attack my kids. I must come out of retirement. Bullshit! You're here for more money.
So before we close, we are doing a watch along on. It's Friday. We were going to do it on Sunday, but I feel like we both will get wrestlinged out going into War Games. War Games! So we're going to do it Friday. If you're around, join us. Bring some snacks. I unfortunately will be eating on camera, which I'm not fond of, but it's what I do.
I don't care. Got Cheetos all in my beard. Don't matter. The way I live now. Savage lifestyle. I don't have to walk outside doors. I'm shut down. And
yeah, if you've got any suggestions in the lead up to this video, or next week or Thursday's video, leave them in the comments down below. We'll read them. We always read them. We just don't want those porn spam
hey, they're the only ones that love us. They're the only ones that love us. They think you're cute, Manny. They think I'm really sexy, and I don't know which one they're ever talking about, but it boosts my confidence every week. And I go to
You could have ran with that even further. They think I'm cute. They think you're sexy. But I got the looks. On cloud 9. But no, you didn't.
I didn't think about it until you said it. Damn it.
So it was a meme. El Luchador sent me a meme of AEW Dog doing 127 whatever matches. I was like, I hope that's not real.
I can see it happening. Anyway, I guess we should end this show.
Anyway,
You're Lord.
I've been Lord Matt. You can do the outro for once then.
Okay. He's been Lord Manny Hate. No.
You're pointing the wrong way as well.
No. Oh.
Yep, there you go.
All right, let's redo this. Oh, let me do this again. Oh, break it down. I am Marcus, the grand finale, and I'm joined by
Lord Manny. Hey.
Ho Ho. This is the end of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Goodbye. Have a good day. Peace. Woo! There she is. One more time. She didn't get enough time earlier because we got cut off by those skanky ass bitches who cut her off earlier. Ah! I'm melting.